The link between art and psychological healing has existed for centuries, as many cultures have long used creative practices in spiritual and communal rituals. For example, indigenous societies incorporated painting, carving, and storytelling to process trauma, express emotions, and foster a sense of belonging. In medieval and Renaissance Europe, art also often served as a means of catharsis, reflecting themes of suffering, redemption, and inner conflict. Art therapy bridges psychology and creative expression, offering individuals a way to explore thoughts and emotions that may be difficult to articulate verbally. The process of creating art allows for emotional release, reducing stress and anxiety, and encourages self-reflection, as engaging in creative activities fosters self-awareness and insight. It also stimulates problem-solving, memory, and critical thinking, and can help individuals develop healthier coping mechanisms. The effectiveness of art therapy is supported by several psychological frameworks, including psychodynamic theory, humanistic psychology, cognitive psychology, and neuroscience. These perspectives offer different explanations for how creativity can facilitate healing and emotional regulation. Sigmund Freud, an Austrian neurologist and the founder of psychoanalysis, developed a psychoanalytic theory that placed significant emphasis on the unconscious mind as a driving force behind thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. He argued that much of human experience, particularly distressing emotions and repressed memories, is stored in the unconscious, influencing actions in ways individuals may not be fully aware of. According to Freud, these repressed elements do not simply vanish. Instead, they manifest in symbolic ways, often surfacing in dreams, slips of the tongue, now known as Freudian slips, and creative expression. One of Freud's key therapeutic techniques was free association, in which clients were encouraged to speak freely, without censorship or conscious filtering. The idea behind this method was that by allowing thoughts to flow spontaneously, hidden conflicts and repressed material from the unconscious would emerge, offering valuable insight into a person's inner struggles. This concept has strong parallels in spontaneous art making, where individuals create without premeditation or conscious control. Just as free association can reveal unconscious thoughts through words, uninhibited artistic expression can bring forth deep-seated emotions, unresolved conflicts, and internal narratives in visual form. Carl Jung, a student of Freud who later developed his own theories, expanded on these ideas by introducing the concept of archetypes, universal, recurring symbols and themes that appear across cultures in myths, dreams, and creative works. Jung believed that these archetypes stem from the collective unconscious, a shared reservoir of inherited memories and experiences common to all humans. Examples of archetypes include the wise old man, the hero, the shadow, representing repressed aspects of the self, and the great mother. These symbolic images frequently appear in personal artwork, often without conscious intention, offering a window into the deeper layers of the psyche. A person drawing a labyrinth, for example, may be unconsciously exploring themes of self-discovery, personal challenges, or transformation. Similarly, recurring depictions of water might reflect deep emotional states, while the presence of a guardian figure could symbolize inner guidance or a longing for protection. By examining these artistic expressions, therapists and clients can gain valuable insights into underlying emotions, unresolved conflicts, and hidden strengths. Humanistic psychology emerged as a response to the deterministic views of psychoanalysis and behaviorism, emphasizing human potential, personal growth, and self-expression. Pioneered by Carl Rogers and Abraham Maslow, this perspective highlights the innate drive towards self-actualization, which states that individuals have a natural tendency to grow, heal, and fulfill their potential when provided with the right conditions. Carl Rogers introduced person-centered therapy, a humanistic approach that emphasizes the importance of empathy, unconditional positive regard, and congruence. He believed that individuals flourish in an environment where they feel safe, supported, and free from judgment. This is reflected in art therapy, as clients are encouraged to explore their emotions through creativity without fear of evaluation or correction. The act of creating art in a non-judgmental space allows for deep emotional processing, fostering self-awareness and self-acceptance. Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs outlines a 5-tier model of human motivation, with self-actualization at the highest level. This stage represents the fulfillment of one's potential, creativity, and self-expression, which is considered the ultimate goal. According to Maslow, individuals who have met their basic needs, such as safety, love, and esteem, are more likely to engage in meaningful and creative pursuits. Art therapy provides an avenue for self-actualization, allowing individuals to explore and express their identity, emotions and experiences through artistic creation. Edith Kramer, a leading figure in art therapy, expanded on humanistic principles by arguing that the creative process itself is inherently therapeutic. She believed that self-discovery occurs through making art, rather than simply discussing emotions or analyzing finished artworks. This aligns with humanistic psychology's emphasis on experiential learning, where personal growth occurs through direct experience and expression. Art therapy, in this context, becomes a tool for personal transformation and healing. Cognitive psychology is another key psychological framework that studies how people perceive, process, and interpret information, focusing on memory, problem-solving, and mental imagery. In art therapy, cognitive functions play a crucial role in how individuals use visual expression to explore emotions and reframe thought patterns. Cognitive psychology recognizes that individuals assign personal meaning to images based on their past experiences and cultural influences. In art therapy, clients may unknowingly create symbols that represent deep-seated emotions or unconscious conflicts. A recurring image of a tree, for example, may symbolize stability or personal growth, while fragmented shapes might reflect inner turmoil. Through guided reflection, individuals can decode these symbols and gain a deeper understanding of their emotions and thought processes. Alan Pavio's dual coding theory, 1971, suggests that the brain processes verbal and visual information separately, yet interactively. While words are processed in a linear sequential manner, images are processed holistically and often evoke stronger emotional responses. Art therapy leverages this dual processing system by integrating both visual and verbal expression. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, focuses on identifying and challenging negative thought patterns. Art therapy can serve as a cognitive restructuring tool, allowing individuals to externalize and visually reframe their inner narratives. For example, a person struggling with self-doubt might create a visual representation of their strengths, and someone dealing with anxiety might use colors and shapes to externalize their emotions, gaining a sense of control.